Yo, hey guys, in today's video I will be showing you guys I've created a new 5 coloring books. As you guys know, in my channel my objective is to create around 100 coloring books. So let me share it with you guys, my 5 new coloring books, hoping that you guys have benefit from my books. Okay, so if you guys like this video, it will help me a lot if you guys smash that like button, and without further ado, let's go. Alright guys, so here we are for my first coloring book cover. But first of all, I would like to tell you guys, it's actually the first book is not my new coloring book, but actually I've changed the book cover to a more attractive one. Okay, as you guys can see here, my coloring book is a pocket town coloring book, which is basically as you guys can see here, the interior is about stalls or building, 3D building that people can color. And let me show you the book cover before I've changed it. So this is actually the original book cover that I make, and I realized that it doesn't look that good, so I decided to use with this book cover, which is I created in Midjourney. The reason I've changed it is because I want the color to look more like a pencil color. So this is the front page, and the back page is a building, a colorful building, and I make sure to put the what we call this, the interior, as a reference when people want to buy it. So as you guys can see, it looks quite beautiful, so I've changed it, the book cover. And now we are on to the second book that I've created, which is this, the animals coloring book Toddlers. Okay, what was I trying to do? My aim was to attract kids to buy my coloring book, because as you guys know, my past book is more attract for the adults age group, but this time my main objective was to attract kids, okay, toddlers, to buy this book. As you guys can see, the interior is a more simple and more easier for toddlers to color. And how did I get this interior? Was actually I bought it in Creative Fabrica. Yeah, it's just something similar, the colors and everything. I make sure it to be more vibrant and more colorful to attract people when they buy. And one thing, I just make sure that what we call this, I have my brand and everything. So now let me show you the interior of the animals coloring a book for toddlers. Okay, basically it's just a quite simple image. So the first image was an elephant, and I make sure to skip a page, and then I continue with a second page with a fish, a sheep. So I hope you guys can refer one or two from me, get a small what we call it, ideas. You got dogs, octopus. So it's actually a really simple, and I'm pretty sure kids will like it when they color all of these animals picture. Okay, and that's basically it for the animals coloring book. And we are on to our third coloring book, which is the Fantasy Island coloring book. Okay, now we are back on tackling my age group, which is the adult age group. As you guys can see here, we have many floating islands, castles on islands, houses on islands, and it looks really beautiful. And as you guys can see here, as usual, my style of my cover book is I want to make sure the book cover is colorful. And the font, I know there's a thing or two that I should improve, but I think this is actually quite good for the book. And I will make sure that I have the brand and everything. And also the back page, as you guys can see, I've always put 3 interior for people can refer, so that people can expect when they buy my book. Okay, let me show you the interior of this book. And this is it guys, my Fantasy Island coloring book interior. First of all, I like to put a logo or something that's related to the title of the book. And the first page, as you guys can see, it looks really good, and I was trying to make sure that the grayscale of this coloring book to be lessened or lower. And there's so many types of islands, floating islands, islands on the sea, and it looks really beautiful. Okay, you got from here and here, all of this image I've gotten it from Creative Fabrica. Okay, but I make sure to get the pictures that have less grayscale, because I don't want to have too many grayscale so that people can't color the books. and it's actually quite simple. And I was make sure that my books are around 102 pages, and the coloring pages have around 50 or more, around 50 or 51, something like that. And yeah, that is for my third book. And let's go into my fourth book, which is the Monster Truck coloring book. And this is one of those book cover that I'm proud of. It looks really good. The image of a monster truck, a colorful monster truck heading toward us, and the font and everything, as usual, I make sure it to be colorful, and my brand and everything. And the back page also, I've put the reference so that people can expect when they buy my coloring book. And this is it, guys, my interior for my monster truck coloring book. Okay, as usual, I put a logo, and we'll continue with the first page of a normal truck, pickup truck, 4x4 truck. And there's so many types of truck with some of background that people can color. We got a mountain hill, a rocky mountain, got pine trees and everything, and it looks really good. Some of the picture may look similar, but when I was making this book, I was trying to make sure that we don't have a repeated design and everything. Woo! And last but not least, we are going to cover the most favorite book of all, then the latest, and also my favorite book when I'm creating this book. And this is the Steampunk coloring book. As you guys can see, my font is custom. We got the Steampunk, we got a machine, the motorized machine thingy, because of the Steampunk, their theme is about the motor thingy. Okay, the Victorian era and everything. We got a girl, and behind her is actually a machine, a floating machine of some sort. Okay, or a time machine or something like that. So we got the interior, we got the blimp, or what we call it, bimp, floating a bimp. We got the clock thingy, motor clock, and also a girl with a steampunk design. To be honest, this is one of those books that I'm most proud of, because this is something similar with the cyberpunk that I've created, which is my first book. So let me show you the interior. And last but not least, this is my interior for my steampunk coloring book. The first page, I put all of those motors, the rotating motors thingy. And the first page is the girl, which is all good and everything. We got the floating, is this a ship? I think so. Okay, and we got a clock. And what else we got? We got so many types of picture. We got trains, and some of the image may have a grayscale, and I can't do anything about it, but I make sure it to be minimalized. So we got a floating island and everything. And yeah, that's basically it for all of my 5 books, and I'm hoping that you guys do learn a thing or two from my idea. And if you guys like this video, please do make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to see more, please do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, see ya.